Welcome to DIY Video Secrets, my dear, wonderful early bird friends. I'm so excited you're here, and I'm happy that you're one of my very special students who gets to get this information before anybody else, 2 weeks ahead. I know you're ready to rock. You want to create some great online do-it-yourself video, and I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So take a nice deep breath in and out. You're here, you're good, you're part of the DIY family. I want to welcome you to your DIY Video Secrets pre-training. I realize from some of the questions you've been asking that offering you the longer videos I made for folks who are still on the fence about signing up for the program was really just not the right thing. So I'm creating new, shorter videos just for you, my very special early bird students. My plan is to give you a few things to start thinking about, what we could call fire starters, over the next 2 weeks before your formal training begins. Now, in this video, I want to answer the most popular questions that each of you has had so that everyone gets the benefit of the information. I realize this is a different training format than you may be used to, so I want to explain it so that you understand how really cool it is and what's coming your way. Question number 1. When does the training begin? The answer is that the training begins with this video because you'll be learning about how the program works so that you can get the most out of it. The formal training modules, 1 per week for each of 6 weeks, that begins on Monday, June 2nd. My plan is to make a short, probably about 10 minutes video for you a couple of times before that, like this one, so that you can start tuning your attention to visual and sound elements that will help you make better video. Which brings me to question number 2. What camera should I buy to prepare for the training? It seems that I've given the impression that this is an iPhoneography course. Several people have said that DIY Video Secrets is really about filming on the iPhone, but that's not true. The program is about filming on consumer equipment like smartphones, but also tablets and point-and-shoot cameras, the very popular Canon PowerShot, which does a great job, or consumer camcorders like this Vixia by Canon, or even the old flip cams. Honestly, if it films video, you can use my system to make better-looking videos. There's a full discussion along with demonstrations for each of these types of cameras in the training, and you'll have plenty of time to purchase or borrow a camera before you need to start using it. I promise. In the meantime, for those of you with Android devices or Blackberries, never fear. We'll be talking about the video camera inside your phone too. The BlackBerry Z10 has both filming and editing capabilities, and most of the Android devices do as well. The short answer is, if your phone can take a photo, it very likely can take video too. Just look up your model in the user guide or on the internet and make sure it's going to work, or wait for the first official training module to sort it all out. And remember, it doesn't just have to be your phone. It can be any of these other types of cameras as well. And we're going to do all of that kind of discussion during the training. Question number 3, what's the training schedule? Now, I know you've got lots of excitement and you're ready to get going creating great online video, and use video to spread the message of your business and monetize your dream. And I applaud those sentiments. So, along with the link to this video, you should have received a copy of the DIY Video Secrets training schedule. Remember that the course is self-paced. I'm going to show you all about that in a few minutes, so you don't have to worry about your day job schedule or planning around some travel. I realize this may be a different training model than you're used to, so I want to give you a good look into your members area where all the action happens and all the training's located, all in one convenient place. But first, a bit of history. Literally thousands of the very best video makers have been through the same thing you're about to go through. They've promoted their books and their huge programs and products and services using these exact same steps. So trust that you're in the right place at the right time, even if you don't know exactly what you're doing. That's my job. It's my job to make sure that every week you receive a new email with a new link in it that will open up some new training for you. When the official program begins, every week for 6 weeks. I'm going to deliver for you. All you have to do is open the link and watch the training at your own pace. So let me walk you through what you're going to get and how to access it, which is really simple. Starting June 2nd, each week you're going to receive a new module that will build your knowledge about making great looking DIY video. It's all here under DIY main course. You'll have access to more of these modules as we go along. One week you get DIY video types and how to choose your best camera, and the next week you'll already be filming your first video and writing great video scripts, and so on, week after week. Now here's the good thing. As we go through the training, there may be a module that you're not ready to work on right away. Watch the video anyway. This will give you a roadmap, a track to follow to video success. You see, all of this information leads to your understanding of seeing like a camera and listening like your microphone hears. All of the skills build on each other so that even if you don't practice all of them as you go along, you'll be building your information about this field so that when you look into the lens of a camera and speak into the microphone, you will do a much better job because you've integrated important information on a deep level, one step at a time. You see, all of this information leads to your understanding of seeing like your camera sees and listening like your microphone hears. All of the skills build on each other so that even if you don't practice all of them as you go along, you'll be building your information about this field so that when you look into the lens of the camera and speak into that microphone, you'll do a much better job because you've integrated important information on a deep level, one step at a time. Most of my students have a whole new experience watching TV or movies because they notice how the director is helping them see his point of view by focusing attention. It's a wonderful experience and I can't wait till you have it. This is important because each of these modules builds on the other to give you a working knowledge of the choices you have when making great looking videos. For instance, during a recent presentation, I mentioned that placing your talent slightly off center elevates the appearance of your video. And later in the day, everyone got a chance to try out filming a video, and I noticed that every single person in the room placed their subject off center. I asked about it, but most didn't even remember that I'd said that, yet they'd all heard it. It had registered in their mind, and they had acted on it. So I encourage you to watch all of the videos. It'll take an hour or two each of the 6 weeks during the training because you never know what you're going to pick up that could make a huge difference in the appearance and in the sound of your videos. But having said all of that, I do realize that you have a life. You might have another job, maybe a couple of kids. I understand being busy. So as I release new emails for you each week with links for the training module for that week, you don't have to worry if you ever get behind. You can watch this 2 years from now, 5 months from now, 2 weeks from now. It doesn't matter. Just save the emails that I'm going to be sending to you every week. Just save them to one of your email folders and you can click on the links and access them at any time you want. So if 2 years from now you want to start filming outdoors, you can go back to that email and click the link and the training videos will still be there for you. I also want to point out that when we get into the actual training program, calls and Q&A forum are above and beyond the actual training videos. Just click on Ask Dia and you can ask me anything about your project or program at any time while going through the training program. I go in there almost every week, usually in the middle of the week, unless it's a holiday or lots of crazy travel, and answer your questions. You might not have any questions the first couple of months, but then you decide you want to start filming something with little tiny detail, and you remember there's a special lens that does that well. Well, now you can ask, how do I do that again? And we can direct you to that portion of the training, or I can remind you about the answer to your question. And there are a couple of things to let you know. In the actual course itself, click for instance on Module 1, and you'll see that the course itself is divided into separate topics, one video for each topic. In Module 1, that's the promise of video, which is some great information about how to connect with your customer through the magic of video. And then you'll see that there are other videos in the module about video types and camera selection. I also want you to see that you have the ability down here in the comments section for each video to ask any question of me or anyone else in the group. I share all of this because I want you to know that you're taken care of and that everything you need to know is in the program. It's very, very simple. Just open up my emails every week, click the link, watch the videos, follow the instructions, and try out the ideas. If you don't have time and you just want to get smart about that area, just watch it and take lots of notes. It's always there for you. It'll always deliver for you. And please remember that once we get through the first 6 weeks of training, then I roll out the additional bonus trainings that are worth thousands of dollars for you, including the DIY Video Secrets Resource Guide to Gadgets and Apps. That's where you're going to find my recommendations for all the best video camera lenses and gadgets, computer programs, and mobile devices, all in one guide. You'll also get the DIY Video Secrets Glossary of do-it-yourself video terms, the ultimate do-it-yourself video dictionary, so that you always know the right term for that thingamajig or video production process. That's where you're going to have so much access to training that's going to make you better and better at making great video and looking great on video and what to say on video and how to use video to spread your message to a really wide audience, all through the magic of video. I want you to have what you need to get better and better at this. Not just the 6 weeks training to make you happy, but my greatest joy is that someday I can welcome you on stage and say, hey, this person learned my program. They went out there, they built their brand, they sold lots of products and services, and they did it all in their own terms because they got at it. So be disciplined in taking notes and be disciplined in taking action and know that the training's always there for you. I'm here for you. This community is here for you. Your next step is to log into the training in the early bird section. There's special training modules just for you. It's got the little red bird next to it and it says early bird. I encourage you to go into the training portal right now so that you can get a feel for it. Sign in, fill out your profile, add your picture if you like, and maybe introduce yourself to the group. I look forward to seeing your videos and your programs. My mission is to help people share their message with the world, and knowing that a part of this program just might inspire you to make videos that take your message out into the world and start to actually change the world for the better, well, nothing could make me happier. I'm really excited to have you here. It's a true honor. I look forward to filming another video for you, my very special early bird, next week. So watch your email box for the video link, watch the short video and take notes and put it into action, because with the right information, you really can do it yourself.